Someone said let's pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, I preserve the beat, I'm more.
Come on, man. Back again, man. Consistent, man. Yeah, man. Early one today. You know it's the weekend. We're still with it. Still giving you all the Man United news. Yeah? Straight away, 3 times a day. Today might even be 4. You see we're starting so early. But yeah, man. Loads going on. Loads to chat about. Obviously, we got Sancho. Finally, some mad movement now. He might finally leave now. It's been a minute. Do you understand? We've been trying to get these guys to go for a minute now, and it's not happening. We're having to do all these loans every minute. It's some madness, man. So now we're finally seeing some progress. We're seeing some of the players linked to some moves, which is nice, man. It's a good place to be in now. It's been peak. Do you understand? And we don't want to be in the same position we was in last year as well. So, yeah, man, let's get into it with the Sancho, man. Sancho has reached an agreement with Napoli. He's given them priority over Juventus. This is crazy. This is good. This is some good news. And that's from Damasio. Damasio is top notch when it comes to Italian news as well. So, you know that sounds 30. Put this thing on properly. Yeah. So big Damasio saying that Sancho's reached an agreement with Napoli. Dope. You understand? Because that was the only problem with him, you know. He's on 300k. We were sitting there all yesterday's stream and saying, who's going to pay the money for him? Who's going to pay the 300k? They've already got De Bruyne, Napoli. He's going to be on a 300 or 400k, whatever. So imagine having to pay Sancho 300k now. So it's good that they've come to some type of agreement. Maybe it's 300, maybe it's not, maybe it's just under. But even so, it's positive and nice to see, you get me, that they've reached an agreement. So hopefully this is all true. And one of the big dogs comes out soon, Fabrizio or David Ornstein, and just basically just repeats it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's dope, man. That's dope to see, bro. Finally, something's happening anyway. You can see there's definitely movement happening. So I'll read it back out. Damasio basically says, Jadon Sancho has reached an agreement with Napoli and has given them priority over Juventus. The winger is edging closer to a move to Serie A. Napoli has some sort of agreement with Jadon Sancho. He's given them priority over Juventus. And then Sky Sports, who is in England, has just come out and said Juventus and Napoli are interested in signing Manchester United winger Jadon Sancho this summer. So that's all coming out. That's positive. And obviously, Damasio saying that Sancho has given Napoli priority over Juventus because of this stream here. Because of these rumours yesterday, which was Juventus made an offer of 25 million euros for Jadon Sancho. But they had to agree personal terms with Sancho, and they haven't done that yet. So I think they've agreed personal terms with Napoli, but they haven't done it with... Sorry, he's agreed personal terms with Napoli, but he hasn't done it with Juventus yet. So he's prioritising Napoli. Napoli just won the league. They got a better project going on. So yeah, man. It looks like we're moving, man. It looks like things are finally happening, which is dope, man. You got to respect it. You understand? So yeah, man, that's the big news for today. It's just Jadon Sancho has reached an agreement with Napoli. Do you understand? He's agreeing terms with them. He's agreed personal terms with Napoli. And this geezer's on 300k. This is crazy. I thought we was never going to get anyone to buy him because he doesn't want to drop his wage apparently, but it seems like he's compromising over there. He's doing something. Sell Sancho, buy Yildiz or Mora. He's super, but baller. He's a super baller. Yeah, Mora's cold. I watched him the other day in the Club World Cup. He's cold. I don't really know too much about Yildiz, but I've heard about him. Thank God, please let the freedom fighter go. Can't stand the... If Bro, I can't stand him either, bro. He's annoying. I think he's the worst. I think he's the worst Man United player that we've ever had, you know. People are saying Anthony. Anthony scored in his first 3 games and he plays with passion. He ain't got the ability. He's not worth 80 mil, but he plays with passion at least. Sancho, he's not had no spell where he's been that guy. He hasn't even, his goals and assists don't add up. Nothing adds up with Sancho. He just scored 1 goal against Liverpool. Save. That's it. Slow FC. I'm so sick about Man United in the transfer market. Slow FC. Bro, we got to sell these players, bro. Do you understand? How, like, what do you want them to do? We have to sell these players. No one wants them. And you got to remember, what Man United are dealing with right now is what the last regime messed up on. They gave these guys mad wages. So he's on 300k. That automatically limits him from so much different teams. So much teams can't go for him because you're on 300k. So it's a team like Arsenal that needs a left winger or something couldn't even go for him because he's on 300k. That's too mad. And then to get him to drop a bit of his wages is still crazy. So I don't really blame them. I feel like they've been put in a position where it's peak. Rashford's on 325k. How is he just going to leave like that? They're kind of limiting themselves. You know what I mean? So it's a mad one. Who else is there? Anthony seems like he's nailed on to go. He seems like he's nailed on to go. But Sancho is the most. It's looking good, man. He's reached an agreement with Napoli on personal terms. He's giving priority to them over Juventus. Remember, McTominay's there. And they just won the league. The brain has just gone there. It looks like an exciting project. You know what I mean? So, good on him, man. Good on him. But it's looking... The DiMarzio's top dog as well. He's like number 1 in Italy. So, he's very reliable when it comes to Italy news. But yeah, man. What do you not reckon about this? What do you not reckon? You reckon Sancho, he's one of the worst Man United players? That's what I reckon. I reckon he's the worst. Literally, bro. I reckon he's the worst. But it's good he's going. I thought he was going to sit around and just get his money. But it's good he's going. And you got to remember, World Cup's next year as well. So a lot of players really should be leaving and getting their moves to go somewhere and play so they can get in the team for the World Cup. So it's good that he's doing that, man. But yeah, like I said, Jadon Sancho's reached an agreement with Napoli. He's giving them full priority over Juventus. Juventus made a 25 million bid yesterday, but they haven't agreed terms with Sancho yet. So Napoli has agreed terms with Sancho, but they haven't made a bid yet. So I think when Napoli come with a bid now, it's more or less wrapped up because we want 25 million. Remember, even if we get 20 million, we already got 5 million from Chelsea. So if we get the 25 million, we've got 30 million. So, but I don't even think Ineos and Man United care about that. I think they care about the 300k a week. That's the crazy thing about him. It's not about the money we're going to get from him. I think they'll let him go for free if they could. But it's that 300k every week. What's that? 1.2 million a month. That is killing them. They need that to open up. So yeah, freedom fighter might finally get his freedom. You know what I mean? It seems like it's good. It's looking good. Like I said, they made a 25 million bid yesterday. DiMarzio spoke about it. Marco spoke about it yesterday. Juventus, but Napoli wants to... Napoli's agreed personal terms, which is very positive. Yeah, he's the worst. Yeah, man, 100%. He's the worst Man United player. I don't think anyone's worse than him. I can't tell you one player that's had a worse career than Sancho. It's crazy. Cunha and Wemo Victor Yokorazani. Oh, mate, tell me about it. If we have that on the first game of the season, August the 17th against Arsenal, I'll be going into every game comfortable. You reckon, you know the last time I done that, I came into a game and I was like, we're going to score loads of goals, except like 4-0 teams. It's like, bro, I ain't felt like that in years. I couldn't tell you the last time I felt like that. Do you understand? Maybe the season when Ronaldo came on and our first game of the season, we beat Newcastle 4-1. Ronaldo scored 2 goals. That's when I last felt like, yeah, we're kind of back. We're going to start beating teams, blah, blah, blah. And then that one went left. But we need goal scorers, man. We need it to add up. We need goals to be shared as well. We can't rely on one man. That's what's been happening with us in the last season. We've had Ahmad scoring goals. He's our man for the moment. And then when he goes injured or something, it's Bruno that steps up. He scores the goals. He's our man for the moment. 2 years ago, when Ten Hag was here, it was Rashford. He stepped up. Why is it never this geezer's got 10, he's got 8, he's got 15, he's got 7, he's got 5. It's never shared. Do you understand? It's crazy. I think Rashford scored the most goals under Ten Hag's first season, and then it was Casemiro second. Remember, Casemiro was scoring bare headers and that. So this is what I'm saying. Like we need to share it out. Look at Liverpool and all of that. They'll have Diaz on 6, Salah 30, Nunes will get a 1-2, Jota, like Gakpo. Come on, man. We need to think, man. We need to pattern up, man. Liverpool 2 out. But yeah, back to this anyway. This is the front three we need. But Gyökeres is prioritising Arsenal, so we got to see what he does with Sesko. You understand? Hopefully they go with Benjamin Tesco. They take Benjamin Tesco, and then we can get thing. I can't do this project striker thing no more. This project striker thing, I'm done with it. We've done too much of it. Højlund, it's not worked, bro. Let's just get a proper striker and go. So that Cunha and Mbeumo Gyökeres, mate, I think every single United fan will be licking their lips like, yep, we're ready to go. We're ready for this season. Not talking about winning the league or nothing, but we should be getting top 6 comfortably. Should be. You understand? All three of them. Gyökeres scored 63 goals. I don't know how much assists. Then you've got Mbeumo, 20 goals. I don't know how much assists. And then you've got Cunha. He scored about 15 goals or something. He's got the joint most with Martinelli for a Brazilian player in the Prem. That's crazy. So that's goals galore. That has to work. You have to score goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a good little lineup, man. But hopefully it happens, man. And you got to remember, we've got Cunha already. We should be getting Mbeumo now. And then we've got to sell and get a striker. So once Sancho, Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony are gone, them 4, maybe more Højlunds, etc., we can get a striker and probably get another player. So hopefully, but it seems like there's finally movement now. That's what you got to remember. We was going through a stage where there was nothing going on. Oh, they're inquiring about this guy. They're inquiring about him, loan. They're so much inquiring going on. Now it's finally some movement. We're hearing about bids, 20 million bids going in, 25 million bids from yesterday for Juventus. And now we're hearing there's an agreement reached with Sancho and Napoli, which is very, very, very promising. Do you understand? And that's from Italy. There's too much noise about it. Even Juventus. There's too much noise, man. It's crazy. So hopefully this is all true, man, and we could just start building. Remember, pre-season starts in 28 days. Remember that, you know? So if they're not gone in 28 days, it's going to be awkward now. Because it's going to be, do they get on a plane? Do you bring them on a plane or do you keep them at home? If you keep them at home, then you've made it evident to the whole world we've got beef and we don't want them to come with us. Do you know what I'm saying? From the time you make it evident to the whole world that you've got beef with a player, no one's going to come and give you the money you want for them. So Rashford, Garnacho, we're not getting the money we want for them. It's not going to happen. That's why we're briefing all this on, no, we want him to stay, etc. Because we want him to stay. So if you're coming for him, pay the proper money. But really, we want him to go. Let's be real. Liverpool 2 out. Yeah, who did they get out? They got out Kwanzaa. Who else has gone from Liverpool? Liverpool 2 out. Who's gone out? Kwanzaa and who else? Liverpool flop is 30 million. Bro, we can't sell for nothing, but this is what I'm saying. I don't really blame Ineos because remember these wages that these players are on. How can they really go and sell them for what they're worth and they're on these wages? Liverpool have been running their club a bit better for years now. So obviously Liverpool, Kwanzaa, whatever his name is, he's going to be on a low wage. So for a team to come in for him, listen, the wage ain't a problem. You've got to pay the fee now. But we can't have teams coming in for our players and then we're telling them the fee is a problem and the wage. That's where they get put off straight away. So imagine sitting there, you've got to deal with this guy that's asking for 300k a week, and then you've got to get, for example, say he was asking for 50 million for Sancho. They're going to look at it and go, I can go and get another winger for 50 million, and he's on 60k a week or 50k. This piece is on 300k. So why would they come for Sancho? 300k. He's not a world beater as well. We loaned him out in the Prem. He played for us. He played for Chelsea. 85% of Chelsea's fan base didn't care if he went. It wasn't like, oh my God, we need him to stay. No one really cared. So you're not gonna. This is what I'm saying. So Liverpool, what they've done is they've started their process from early, and they've just been given low wages. So if you come in for our player, this is the wages on. It's not a problem. Personal terms is cool, but this is the fees on, and we're stern with our fee. Barcelona went in for Luis Diaz, and they said, no, we're not selling him. This is what I'm saying. And they would have probably paid like 75 mil or something for him. So they sell good. Darwin Núñez is the next one. That's who Naples want next. So they're really trying to build their team. They've got Kevin De Bruyne. They've won the league. Now they want Kevin De Bruyne or Darwin Núñez and Sancho. So they've got a winger, a 10, a winger, a 10, and a striker. So yeah, man, dope, man. They're doing what Liverpool's doing, the exact same thing. Liverpool have gone and got they want to get a striker when they sell Darwin Núñez. They've got a 10 in Verts. They've got Kirkes left back, and they've sold Trent and got a right back. So this is what I'm saying. That's what you do. You strengthen. They're trying to walk the league again. Lee. Don't know who that is. What is the news? And Mbeumo, we're still waiting. We're still waiting to see. Fabrizio spoke earlier yesterday night. I'm gonna when I come back on at say about 1 o'clock today, I'm gonna talk about the whole Fabrizio stuff, everything he spoke about. So don't worry about that. He spoke about Mbeumo. Victor Gyökeres is still prioritizing Arsenal. He's waiting on them. So it's either he's gonna go Arsenal or maybe we've got the route to him. Because I think he rejected what's it called? Juventus. He don't want to go Juventus. He wants to come to the Premier. So if Arsenal go for Benjamin Tesco, we've got a chance of Gyökeres. Osimhen, he's basically saying, let me get you the article of what he said. He's basically saying if he comes to a team that's not in the Champions League, he don't want to drop his wage. So what he's basically saying is, if I'm coming to your club and you're not even in the Champions League, I want my full wage because I'm doing you a favor. That's what Osimhen is saying. Let me show you this article that came out the other day about Osimhen. This is what Osimhen said. Man United are not in the race. Ben Jacobs said this, sorry. Man United are not in the race for Victor Osimhen as the player won't significantly adjust his wage demands. He doesn't want a reduction should his team not play in Champions League football, which doesn't suit Man United. So he's saying, if the team ain't playing in Champions League football and you want me, why am I dropping my wage for you? Basically, like I'm the prize, basically. Do you understand? I'm doing you a favor by coming here. So that's his mentality. So apparently it seems like a myth for us, unless we're going to pay him some mad wages that I don't think we can even do because we're not even in the Champions League and we got to get rid of some of these players. And this is what the new regime's doing. They're trying to clean up the wage structure. Think about it. Rashi's on 325k, Sancho's on 300k, Casemiro's on 300 something. They're trying to get them all out slowly and they start giving some players 150. Prove yourself after a few years. So they need to be performing at a high level and then it's going up to 200, 250. By the time it gets to 300, we must have won a trophy by then with them. Do you know what I'm saying? Not just, yeah, here you go, 300k, nah, mate. So yeah, that's the word on Osimhen. That's the news. That's the last thing we heard about Osimhen from Ben Jacobs. And look, the date's there, the 19th. So that was, what, 2 days ago? So yeah, we ain't heard nothing else about Osimhen, but it looks like it's a blow. So yeah, cool. Well, let's get into Emi Martinez. Basically, we've been hearing all this noise about Emi Martinez. His camp have been working overtime to make it known he's eager to play for Manchester United. He's very, very eager. That's what his camp is making it known. That's from Nathan Salt. Nathan Salt is reliable, very reliable. And the Muppeteers, who is ultra reliable as well, is saying Emi Martinez's agent is strongly pushing for a move to Manchester United. So that's his agent. That's Martinez, basically. I don't think we might not be as in for him as it seems, even though Fabrizio did say the other day that we made contact with his agent. And we just asked his situation if he's willing to join, and he agreed. He said, yeah, he's willing to join Man United, even without Champions League football. Martinez is waiting to see what happens with Onana. And then obviously the Argentinian sources, the two on the right, they said Man United is advancing with Martinez. The goalkeeper wants to stay in England to be #1 goalkeeper, blah, blah, blah. And we're getting told now that that's basically all agent talk. The agent is pushing all of that conversation. We're not really into him like that. And then they quoted 30, 40 million as well, which is crazy. 30, 40 million. He's 33 years old. There's way more better goalkeepers. And I saw a little study yesterday that he makes more mistakes than Onana apparently. But you got to remember, he doesn't play for Man United. When you play for Man United, you make a mistake, it's on every outlet. TalkSport, Sky Sports, BBC, everywhere you can think of. All the troll pages, all over Twitter. You see it like 50 times. When you don't play for Man United, you make mistakes and these little things. No one cares. Like, it happens. You can go 10 games without scoring in a different team, and then it's cool. Watkins and that. You don't score for 7 games. No worries. Let him come Man United and go 7, 8 games without scoring. Scoring mad. They won't stop talking about him. Good morning. This is great news. We are finally going to get rid of him. Yeah. That's the freedom fighter for everyone that's thinking, what's he talking about? I'm going to go back to it and leave it there. We're finally getting rid of Sancho. It seems like he's reached an agreement with Napoli on personal terms. Juventus bid 25 million for him, but they haven't agreed personal terms yet. But Jadon Sancho's given priority to Napoli anyway. So he's saying, I want you anyway. I want Napoli. Do you understand? So it looks like he's going to be gone soon, hopefully. Marcus Rashford is planning to return to training with Man United next month for a deal to leave has not been agreed. Rob Dawson's reliable as well, you know. So that's going to be awkward because it came out the other day that Cunha's going to take his shirt number 10. So if he doesn't leave by then, what's going to happen? Cunha's going to be on pre-season with the number 10 on and he's sitting on the bench, or it seems like he's fully, I don't know, man. It's a weird one, man. This whole thing is weird. And pre-season, 28 days, you know that, innit? 28 days pre-season starts. So if Rashford don't leave in 28 days, that's madness. I would love to have either Watkins, Vardy, Eze, or Ekatike in the squad. I don't know about Vardy, man. Vardy's time's a bit done, you know what I mean? I don't know about Vardy still. Vardy's proper, yeah. I think his time's done, man. That last season of his, you can see it stretched him out. Like he wasn't banging them in like that, like he usually does. And his time's over, innit? And remember, we're not really doing this. We're trying to do it project-y. So if you're not in your prime, then we'll go for someone young with potential. We're doing the potential thing only first. Now we're like, you know what? That's not really working. We need to get some players in their prime. Cunha, 26 or 25, whatever. Mbeumo, 25, 26. Prime. Gyökeres, 27. Do you know what I'm saying? Vardy's mad. Yeah, no way, Vardy. Eze, I'll take Eze. Eze all day, but he's too similar to Cunha, though, to be honest. And Mbeumo is more of a different outlet where he's got speed. Look at Crystal Palace. They've got Eze in the 10, and then they've got Sarr. Sarr's fast. You always need a player that's fast next to them. And if you look at what Ruben was doing the whole season, he had Garnacho playing every game because he was like our only outlet, someone that's got a bit of speed. Bruno's the one that's going to create the chance, but Garnacho's got the speed where he can get on things. The same thing with Eze, Sarr. When you look at these things, they always try and do it like that. It makes a bit of sense. Even like with Wolves, they had Cunha and who was next to him, Bellegarde or whatever his name was. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah. So yeah, Watkins is a last result. I don't really, he ghosts a lot of times, man. And no one talks about it. That's the thing about Watkins. And if you watch, I remember him against Arsenal when they lost 2-0. He missed 2 sitters. And then like he has these games where he does little bozo moments, but he doesn't play for Man United. He doesn't play for Arsenal. So no one talks about it. He doesn't play for Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? Delap was doing his thing in Ipswich. He scored 13 goals. Everyone was rating him. I wanted him at United. But look at yesterday. He had a goals game. Now everyone's talking about it. He was poor yesterday. His name's ringing. Like, oh my God, look, we bought this. Oh, he's not the one. We need Osimhen now. They're talking about it again. And this is what I'm trying to say. When you played for the big six, you can't go them games just ghosting. Haaland ain't scored in no finals or something. Like, these things get highlighted. But Watkins, no one will talk about it. But yeah, Ekatike, I will take him all day. But we finished with Højlund. We had Højlund as our striker. I will take any striker. Beggars can't be choosers. But if I had a choice, I don't think Ekatike is a Ruben type of striker. I say this every stream because someone always asks about a striker. But I don't think Ekatike is a Ruben type of striker. Everyone we've been linked with, Mateta, Gyökeres, Osimhen, and the they're all bullies. They bully defenders. They're strong. They run the channels. Ekatike is a ball to feet type of guy. Let the ball come to his feet. Skill 1-2 man. Isaac. Liverpool fans are calling him Baby Isaac, saying they'll take Isaac and Baby Isaac. It's crazy, and that's what it looks like Liverpool are going for. To be honest, when they sell Darwin Núñez, who is linked with Napoli strongly, Fabrizio's been tweeting about it, they're going to go for Ekatike. I don't think we're in for him like that. I think it's smokescreen. Gyökeres dissed us. He said he prefers Arsenal, and we just made it look like we're putting in work. So we've gone for Ekatike, made contact, but no one ain't going to pay 63 million or whatever it is. So yeah, on this list anyway, that you would love, I would take Ekatike and Eze. I don't think I would take Watkins, man. He's a bit, nah. We definitely don't want Rashi back. The whole point of the window is to get new players in and get the rotten wood out, not keep them. 100%. And obviously, he's had what he's had with Sancho, innit? With Rashford and Garnacho. Ruben seems like he's stern. Remember, who did we play? We played someone. Was it Liverpool or something? And we never had enough players because of injuries. He had Rashford on the bench the whole game. I can't remember who it was. And that's after he wasn't even on the bench. Remember, he wasn't even on the lineup. He literally X'd him out. But because we had so much injuries, we couldn't fit enough players. We had academy players there, and we still needed one more name. We put Rashford on there, and he just sat there the whole game. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Liverpool. Away, yeah, at Anfield. But he never even got to play. So I think he is done. Amorim is stern, and then you got to remember the new regime, the Ineos, the wage bill's too high. 325 on Rashford, 300 on Sancho, 300 on Casemiro. They're on some, yeah, bro. They're trying to clean it up, man. They're trying to clean it up. And look at Cunha. Cunha's come in. Apparently he's on 175 or 180 or something. So this is what I'm saying. And if he works his way up, he gets to like 30s. He could be on a 250 or something. But by that time, you've worked and you've showed your potential. If he doesn't work his way up, he's going to stay on that contract for 5 years, and then we're going to let him go. So it's one or the other now. You've got to prove yourselves. But yeah, I don't think there's any way back for Rashi. I hope Rashi could have a way back because he's way better than Højlund. But who knows what's happened? That's the only thing that hasn't been leaked about Man United is what really happened with Ruben and Rashi. I think they have to stay at home. If they come on pre-season tour, they're just going to mess with our chemistry. Yeah, because pre-season's in 28 days. This is what I'm saying. So it's so awkward, isn't it? It's a weird one. Imagine Rashford comes on pre-season. Cunha's wearing his number 10 shirt. And he's just there, knowing that he wants to leave. The manager don't want him there. You're sitting there engaging in the conversation. Everyone there knows you're not meant to be there. And then what's going to happen with the press? Remember what the press was doing every game? They were talking about Rashford for about 20 minutes. What's going on with Rashford then? Is he going to come back to the squad? Every game they talk about Rashford. And he went to Aston Villa. Ruben was like, finally, stop talking about this geezer. So imagine that he comes on pre-season. They're going to talk about that for about a whole day. Rashford this, Rashford that. Is he going to be reintegrated back in the team? Blah, blah, blah. Crazy. Sancho playing alongside McTominay. What a pairing. Boy, but this is what I'm saying. Them leagues are slower. So Sancho, this is what happens with our fan base, yeah? Sancho will go over there and boss it because it's a slow league. They've got defenders that are like 38, 37s. Sancho will go there and boss it. Probably score some goals, assist, be the guy. And what our fan base will do is called revisionism. Oh, we should not have sold Sancho. Look at him bossing it over there. He's here now. He's not doing it. Every player we sell, when they're not doing it at Man United, As soon as they leave and they're doing what they're doing, everyone starts having a heart attack. Alanga was at United. He couldn't beat players. He was running into blind alleys. And then what happened? He's gone to Nottingham Forest. He's gone to something that suits him a bit better as counter-attack. He's doing what he needs to do now. Why did we sell Alanga? Blah, blah, blah. It happens every season. McTominay's doing what he needs to go. Why did we sell McTominay? Blah, blah, blah. When we was here, McTominay couldn't sometimes make 5-yard passes. He was doing what he needed to do. He was crashing the box, scoring goals and bailing us out. I like McTominay. I liked him coming off the bench and scoring goals. He was a threat. He could score headers. He was good. I didn't want McTominay to go, but I understood we need to move on and replace certain people. So, yeah, man, but that's what happens with us. A lot of things that happen with us is always revisionism. It happens a lot. Everyone just sees what happens with a player after they've left us and says, oh, we want him back. Why did we sell him? Blah, blah, blah. It happens all the time. I see it this season with Wan-Bissaka. I like Wan-Bissaka. But same thing. Just let them go and peace and love. Wish the best for them. But we're going to sit there and cry and, oh, we should not have let him go. Fred. People are talking about Fred. Why is Fred gone? He's bossing it in Turkey. Fred's got energy. He's always had energy. That's something about Fred that we've always known. Fred's got energy. He's running around in Turkey, somewhere that's got old defenders again. Why have we sold Fred? Blah, blah, blah. It just always happens, man. Even with Rashford, I saw it with Rashford. Oh, Ruben must be fuming. What's going on with Rashford at Aston Villa when he was getting all them assists? Him and what's that other guy called? Sancho. Why would they be fuming? They'll be happy because they're definitely going to sell him and get money. You know what I mean? United, I want Osimhen and Buemo, Emi Martinez, Simmons, Johnny Cardoza, and Alex Baena. United is better for next season. Please, Enos. This geezer, Temesgen, comes in every single stream and says a list of players that he wants. You must have the best FIFA team ever, career mode. See, on career mode, you must have the best team ever. Because they're all ballers as well, to be honest. That is a good lineup. Johnny Cardoza, I don't know about him, though. I'm going to get into him in a minute, don't worry. I'm going to get into him in a minute. I think Victor will still go to Arsenal after he said he didn't want to join Man United. Yeah, he's prioritising Arsenal. You see these things, yeah, they're usually in secret, innit? It's usually in secret, like, it's just like, all right, agent, listen, I want to go Arsenal, but I don't mind going Man United if Arsenal don't want me. That's what you will talk to your agent about. His agent's going to pull it out there, and now we look stupid. Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't have came out. But he's basically told Ineos and whatever, listen, I want to go, I prefer Arsenal because of the time, where I am in my career right now. I'm 27 years old, blah, blah, blah. I prefer Arsenal. Champions League, they're more set up in it. We finished 15th. We ain't got no Europe, etc. Ineos have turned around and said, you know what? We respect that. And you got to remember something. We might care about it and be like, oh, I don't want Gyökeres no more because he's prioritizing Arsenal. We can't be second fiddle, blah, blah, blah. But think about it like this, yeah. Lenny Euro wanted Real Madrid. That's his dream club. Real Madrid wanted Lenny Euro. They wanted him for free. They said, ride out whatever. Your last year, come to us for free. We went in there, convinced him. He came to us. No one had a problem with that. Oh, we got Paul still. We beat Real Madrid to a player. Then we got Joshua Zirkzee. He wanted AC Milan. It was nailed on, about to happen. Go on Google and type it in. Zirkzee to AC Milan. It was close. Yeah, it was going to happen. We sweeped in, spoke to him, convinced him, he came. I think we're just pissed. All of us are pissed off because it's just Arsenal. It's banter. We hate them. They hate us. The fans, especially me being from London, Arsenal, I hate them the most. Like, it's crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that he's saying we'd rather go to Arsenal hurts us a bit, like, rah. But, bro, we finished 15th. The fact that we're even in for him is crazy. And let's just say we wasn't in for him. It was just Gyökeres to Arsenal. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Gyökeres wants Arsenal, but Arsenal go for Tesco and reject him. And then he turns around and then we made a bid and he came to us. None of us would even care. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think we need to just... I respect the fact that basically we're still in for him and we're just waiting because we finished 15th. We should be linked to some project strikers right now. Jonathan Davids and all these other players because we shouldn't have any pool because they're in the mud. They finished 15th. They're rubbish. Because we're still in conversation to be getting players like Mbeumo, Cunha, and a striker like Gyökeres is crazy. I'll take him all day. 63 goals. Are you crazy? He scored the most goals than everyone in the whole world. And we can get him. And we finished 15th. Come on, man. So, yeah, I reckon he will still go to Arsenal. I'm right with you with this, Simon. I reckon he would go to Arsenal, but it's up to them. And I think Arteta wants Benjamin Sesko. He's wanted him from last year. But the new sporting director, Andrea Berta, he's saying, yo, we've got a geezer here that scored 100 goals in 2 seasons. Let's go for him. So Berta wants Gyökeres, Arteta wants Sesko, but it's just, and both of their prices are high. Sesko scored 13 goals in Bundesliga. Mamouche left the Bundesliga in January. By the time the season ended in May, he had more goals than Benjamin Sesko. So don't bring that geezer anywhere near us, please. I don't want no more project strikers. 13 goals in the Bundesliga. What do you think you're going to get in the Premier League? Please, don't come around here. Gyökeres, he's prolific. A lot of people are having doubts the Portuguese league, blah, blah, blah. Mate, you can score 63 goals in one season. Just give me 15 in the Premier, and I'm cool with that. Like I said, the goals have got to spread. 15 from you. Cunha could get a 10. Bruno, a few penalties, and Ahmad, we're cool with that, mate. You understand? That should be a top 6 finish. So, yeah, man. Hopefully he doesn't go to Arsenal, but I do think he will go. I'm with you, Simon. I do think he will go. Liverpool have been spending big, so that could be another choice for Victor. Now, they don't want him, man. They want Ekitike. That's another choice. That 100% they can go for him, but they want Ekitike. I think, you see, what's his name? You see, Arne Slot, I think he's realised what he needs, because they've got Jota. He's a striker, but he's always injured. And remember, they won the league with Luis Diaz as a false 9. So the fact that they had Luis Diaz as a false 9 and won the league, he's realised he doesn't need a proper striker, number 9, like a beast, Gyökeres. He just needs someone that's a bit techie and they're good. So Ekitike fits that bill. He's young. How old is he? 21 or something? 23? I don't know. He's young with it. He could take time. His value's only going to go up. He's got a lot of potential. He's meant to be the next Isak. They're calling him Baby Isak. So if you won the league with Luis Diaz up there, just switch it up with Ekitike, someone that's his position, and he still links the play up good. You've got Salah on the wing. Frimpong's going to be bombing forward. Wirtz is behind them. Oh, mate. Liverpool are going to be dangerous this season, you know. Seriously, bro. And their depth is going to be mad anyway. Look at that. If you've got Wirtz playing, who plays with him? Wirtz. Gravenberch is the DM. And who? McAllister. Then you've got all them Curtis Jones and Elliott. Who else plays in the middle for Liverpool? This is what I'm saying. They got depth, man. They're going to have a lot of depth. They're going to have a lot of depth. They got Bradley, and then they got Frimpong. They got Robertson, and then they got Kirkaz. They're going to have Jota and the striker. Bro, different, man. Different. I would love to swap Rashi for Son. Nah, man. I wouldn't swap Rashi for Son, man. Son's Tottenham fans have been slating Son all season. All season. Son was very reliable. One-on-one with the keeper, I'd rather Son. One-on-one with the keeper, I'd rather Son all day. He scores goals when it comes to one-on-one with the keeper, but he's getting to the end of it. He's looking to go Saudi. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't do that. I would rather keep Rashi. Rashi's, yeah, I wouldn't do that, man. But Saudi's looking for him, and Saudi won him, but I think Tottenham said they're not going to do the deal with Saudi until they go on tour, because their tour is in Hong Kong or something. So obviously they need the main man to be there. South Korea or something like that. North Korea. Arsenal could suit Rashi too if Barca turns him down, but they're not going to pay 325k. This is what I said. This guy could have a lot of suitors if he puts down his wages. But 325k is crazy. A lot of people are not going to pay that. That's why it's like, this is what's happening with a lot of our players. This is why we've got to let them go for so low, because of their wage. After this little flow of geezers go, say Sancho, Rashford, Casemiro, everyone's on 150s now and under. So anyone can come in for our players and they'll be like, all right, we can, personal terms is not a problem. Now it's the fee. Now we can sell them for whatever we want to sell them for. But right now it's like Sancho. We say 50 million, he's never going to leave. No one's going to come pay 50 million when you got Rafael Leao and all them players for 60 and so much other players. It's not going to happen. What was I saying? I'm surprised that Ten Hag can't or won't take any of our players. He tried to take Garnacho. He don't want to go there. Garnacho saying that he wants to go to he wants to stay in the Premier League. So he's tried to take Garnacho and he's moving like an idiot. I heard he's saying some mad demands, like things that are unrealistic. So he's basically doing what Osimhen's doing to us, saying, yo, if you want me to come there, you've got to pay me. He's being unrealistic. Hit the likes, man. Everyone hit up the likes. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe. We're here every day, Monday to Sunday, no days off, giving you all the latest Man United news. So if you ain't subscribed, subscribe, like. Let's get the algorithm going bananas. If Mbeumo comes soon, then surely that's a cue for Onana to go. He's the one that got him to come, you know. Onana's the one that put a word in for Mbeumo to come. So I think he kind of swayed him as well and told him about the club, etc. But it'll be interesting if Onana makes him come. It's like telling your mate, yo, come to my club, trust me, it's lit over here. Your mate comes and then the next day you have to bounce. That would be mad, isn't it? We therefore need to improve our goal difference. Keep an eye on it, won't improve. You know what's crazy though, yeah? A man asked me this yesterday, yeah, on the stream. I can't remember who it was. Someone asked a very good question. They said, what would you rather, a new striker or a new goalkeeper? What's more important? And you know what it is with me, yeah? I would rather a new striker. And I'll tell you why. Because when you think about it, look at last season, yeah? We had so much games where it was narrow, it was so close, and we just didn't take our chances or we missed things. It wasn't like Onana's done a mistake or, did you get it? It was close games where we needed to win. Look at Liverpool, Højlund, 1-on-1 with Alisson. Couldn't make it happen. Arsenal, how much shots did we have? We didn't have a proper striker. Højlund's getting the ball off Declan Rice. Just take the shot, he's panicking. Declan Rice gets the tackle. What other games did we have? That was close. Chelsea, Harry Maguire scored. It was offside, but still it was narrow until Cucurella scored. There were so much games. Man City, Garnacho, first minute fouled. Then he had that chance in the box and he couldn't shoot. There were so much chances, so much game. Look at Wolves as well. Wolves, when they scored that sensational free kick, we were battering them, but we just couldn't score. Do you understand? Even Villa, the last game of the season, look how good we played. We couldn't score. Højlund had about 3 chances. So my thing is, if we had a striker, we would win more games. Obviously, Onana is a problem, of course, because he would just throw the ball in the back of the net on a random day. But sometimes you have a worldie. There'll be games like Crystal Palace. He makes a double save and saves us, and it was a 0-0, I think it was, and 1-1 when Delap had 2 good chances at him as well at Ipswich. So there'll be times where Onana will do a madness, and in the next game you just throw the ball in the net, like then he'll just go mad. But majority of the games we miss so much chances, so many. Garnacho, Højlund. So if we replace that front line, and let's just say we scored 3 goals, that one Onana blunder will make it 3-1, no problem. Do you know what I'm saying? But we need the goals. So I would go for a striker more than a goalkeeper. I think that's more needed than a goalkeeper. Do you understand? Because it's not like every game Onana was making a mistake. If it was like every single game, then it's like, oh my God, the main thing is a goalkeeper. Say we'll score 3 goals. We'll score 3 goals and Onana makes 4 mistakes. Or we score a goal, we're losing 2-1. We were getting games, we're not scoring no goals at all. We ain't scored goals for about the last 3 seasons, like a good amount of goals. It's been crazy. So I think definitely a striker is more important than a goalkeeper. Vardy, hell no. Yeah, you see what he thinks about that. No way. Could we take Grealish on loan? I wouldn't take Grealish, man. And he played for City. He played for City. He wouldn't come here. City players don't come United, man. That don't happen. Or Liverpool. It won't happen. Why are you not re-signing the Leverkusen keeper, Nico Kovac? He has 20 million, 25 million buyback fee. I don't know why we're not in for him, man. But this is what I'm saying. You see, once Onana goes or buying there, because they're both. Oh my God, I need to skip some of these comments come to this, and then I'm gonna come back to what you just said. I'm not backing Onana. I don't know if you heard the whole thing, Matata. You might have just heard the last bit. I said I got asked a question: who would I rather, a striker or a goalkeeper? Which one's more important? I reckon you are the only Man United fan who has defended Onana. Let me break it down. Like I just said, I got asked, would you rather a striker or a goalkeeper? Which one's more important for Manchester United? I'm saying striker. I'm not saying I want Onana to stay. I'm backing Onana. I want Onana to go. I want Onana to leave. Yeah. But if we had to pick one, we can only pick one. Onana stays and we get a new striker, or we get a new goalkeeper and keep Hoyland up front. What would you rather, Matata? I want to hear what you think. What would you lot all rather? Let's have a little chat about this. What would you lot all rather? We keep Onana and get a new striker, or we sell Onana and we sell Onana and get a new striker, or we keep Hoyland up front and keep Onana. What would you rather? Would you rather Onana stay and then we got a new striker that can maybe bail us out in some situations, or would you not rather we sold Onana but we kept Hoyland up front? What would you not rather? Please let me know. I want to know. So cool. Let's go back to this. I don't think that I skipped your question. Yeah, fun show. Yeah, I don't know about Cover. I ain't heard nothing too much about him. Obviously, when they were doing that little season, what was it? Leverkusen, when they were unbeaten the whole season. He was the main keeper for that. So I know he's got to be good, but I've not heard his name in nothing. I remember I report the news every single day. Manchester United news. Make sure you subscribe and you like. I'm here every day, Monday to Sunday, no days off, 3 times a day. Anything we hear about Man United, we're bringing it here first. But yeah, so I've not seen nothing. For someone that reports all the news, I've not seen his name come up once. But I think there's some better options there. Lamens is meant to be a better option. So we'll see. No new news Man United today. No news Man United today. Only the Jadon Sancho has an agreement. That's what I've seen. And I've seen something about Rashford. He might stay for a pre-season. Let me go find it quickly. Someone put it in the chat about Rashford. This one here. From Abdullah. Marcus Rashford is planning to return to training with Manchester United next month if a deal to leave has not been agreed. And remember, it's pre-season in 28 days. And Cunha is meant to be taking the number 10. So it's going to be interesting what happens there. 28 days, you know. So it's mad. We really need Gyökeres, Osimhen, or Mateta up front. Paulina, I'm guessing you're saying, on loan, and Hayden. Yeah, fun show. You know what you're talking about still. Estopian of Brighton on the cut price. Brighton don't do no deals though, man. Brighton don't do no deals at all. They're not doing no deals. But yeah, Gyökeres, Osimhen, or Mateta. This is what we've been linked with. This is why when people say Ekatike, I say Ruben's not gonna get them. Look at all 3 of them strikers. They're proper strikers. They bully defenders. They're proper nines. So Ekatike is never going to happen. But yeah, 100%. I'll take any 3 of them up front. Osimhen's my number 1. But I'll take Gyökeres and I'll take Mateta all day. Polina alone. Is Polina a bit too similar to Ugarte though? Would you not think that? Hayden Borough, he's meant to be the next one up. We've been linked with him a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. Maybe if the midfielder goes for us, we'll go for him. Because remember, Hayden Hackney, he's a midfielder, CM, right? We've got Ugarte, Maino, Bruno, and Collier that can all play there. And Casemiro, that's 5. So are we really going to go for another midfielder and we've got no Champions League or Europe? Come on, man. So I think we've got to sell one of them. If we set Collier goes on loan or we sell Casemiro, then maybe we can go for Hayden Hackney. Do you know what I mean? But Gyökeres, Osimhen, or Mateta, any 3 of them, all day. That's goals. All I can see is goals from all 3 of them. And they can all... Gyökeres is the only one that is like, can you do it in the Prem? Type of thing. Like, people have these things. But I don't know. But that's a good question though. And it's Stupian as well. He's a good player, but he's Brighton don't play games, man. They'll ask for like 60 million or something. Yes. So are you backing Onana? Oh yeah, I went past this already. Nah, you know the thing. We need a proven striker. Onana hasn't kept many clean sheets this year. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying Onana needs to go. He's a problem, 100%. We can't trust him. You see it all the time with the players. The ball will come in the box. Onana will run out. They'll still header it. The ball will come in the box. Onana will come out. They'll still boot it away. No one trusts him. Onana needs to go. But if you want one, which one is more needed? I would say striker, 100%. We need to score goals. We need to sell Anthony next for about 35 million. I'm going to get into that. Simon, good question. I'm going to get into that one. Don't worry. I'm going to get into that in a second. Okay, got it. Sorry, my bad. Apologies. Come on, man. It's all good. It's all good, bro. Got your point, bro. So, yeah, man, I don't want Onana. No way I want Onana. He needs to go. But if we had the chance to get a striker and Onana stays for one more season, I'd rather a striker so we can bail us out with some goals. If we got to go every game and win 5-2 because Onana threw the ball in the net twice, but the striker and the 2-10s are scoring goals, I'm cool with that. But the last thing I want is us to have Højlund up front. We don't score no goals, and then we've still got Onana at the back. And what is the point of that? Even if we sell Onana, period. He said, period. No competition, no conversation, nothing. Onana needs to go for you. Simon's funny. If we keep Onana, then look forward to another bad season. It's crazy. So do you reckon Onana is more of a bigger problem than Højlund then? Is that what you're saying? Because I think Højlund, I feel sorry for the kid. This is how mad it is. How can I feel sorry for you? And you play for Man United. I feel sorry for him. Like, it's not going to work. Like, this is what I'm saying. It's crazy, man. We can at least get a point if we don't score, but don't get any point if we concede easily. True. But that's the thing about Onana. He's a weirdo. Like, he'll have a game where he's a world beater, and then majority of the time he's shit. It's so weird. Onana could get him in the sack. True. Onana's terrible. Onana has to go. Has to go, mate. Has to go. And so does Højlund. This is my point on it. Both of them, striker and goalkeeper, have to go. We lost easy 15 points because of Onana's mistake. Probably more than that, bro. Probably more than that. And we're not even thinking about the last season Champions League. We finished bottom of the group. Remember what he was doing there? Ziyech, 2 free kicks. Remember all of that? Copenhagen and all them teams. Oh my gosh. It was crazy. Remember what he done with Ipswich this season as well, with Dogu. Good guys come and go. Why doesn't he? My next 2 players to sell will be Anthony and Garnacho. I think Anthony's about to go, you know. I'm going to put something in there in a minute about Anthony. Garnacho, he thinks he's Ronaldo right now. That's what's killing him. What's killing his pride is he thinks he's Ronaldo. If you're in the chat, your first time, we do this every day, 3 times a day, all the Man United news. So make sure you subscribe, you hit the like button. And yeah, we're here every day, man. We're giving you all the United news. You can never miss it. You don't miss a beat. Do you prefer certain kind of players at our club? What do you mean by that, bro? What do you mean certain kind of players? I want players with intensity and they've got something to prove and they play for the badge. That's the players that I want at Man United. I don't want no players to come there just for the money or be like, just, it is what it is. We've lost another game. Do you know what I mean? I want players to be upset, angry when we're losing a game. They can't get used to that. Do you understand? That can't be normal for us. We just lost another game. It's cool. Let's go. Like, nah, bro. We need players like Cunha that's coming in saying, I've been supporting Man United since I was a kid. I love Man United. People think I'm mad for coming here right now, but they're going to understand why I love it so much. They will never understand, why I love it so much. That's the mentality. I want to come there. Give me the 10. I want to have the 10 on my back. I'm going to prove why I should have the 10. That's the mentality I want United to have. I don't want no one to, bruv. I don't want no one to come here and project. Nah, bro. Players that want to play and they think they deserve to play for Man United. we've got the best fan base in the world, bro. Like, we need a team to support, man, and know, all right, you know what, they're making trips. And if you go, a lot of you that are here, you've probably just come on here because of this time now that I'm doing like reports about the games, etc., around the transfers. But I used to do Matchday Vlogs. So if you go through my old videos, you'll see that I went to a lot of the games and I used to vlog all the games. So this is what I'm saying. A lot of the fans that travel everywhere, away games everywhere, you got to be going and giving 100%. So that's what I want. I want players that are giving 100%. We're sitting there driving up and down. Some people live in London. Some people are coming from China. Some people are coming from different countries to come and see Man United. And so, you know what I'm saying? Give it your all. That's it. As long as you give it 100%. If we lose 5 games next season, but you can tell they gave it all they can, and we lose 1-0, but they were going in, bruv, you can't be angry. Especially if, say you live in London, and you go all the way to Newcastle or something, 6-hour drive to watch them, and they give it their all. You can see it, like they proper went in. You're not going to be upset. But when you're going there and people are walking and, bro, it's crazy. That's why I can't have Højlund. That's why I feel sorry for the kid, because it don't work. He's going against defenders and they're just pushing him out the way. It's not working, bro. We need someone to replace Evans and Lindelof. I think Heavens coming up helped one of them. I think Heavens, they're not really caring about CB. We ain't been linked with CBs this window. That's one thing. We've been linked with no CBs. I think that's because Heaven came in. They gave that Fredrickson a little try. But yeah, so I don't think we're even in for a CB yet. I think next season we'll get a top CB and a top midfielder. That's what I think next season the prize is. But for now, let's get some goals into the club. The 2 10s and a striker. And then if we can, we'll replace the goalkeeper as well. When we played abroad, Onana was a good keeper, but the Prem, he was worse abroad. He was worse. Champions League. Do you not see what he done in the Champions League last season? Galatasaray. Not last season, just gone. Obviously, that was Europa. The season before that, I'm saying. Galatasaray. Who was the other team that he was doing blunders? He was doing blunders everywhere. We finished bottom of the group because of him. People were scoring free kicks. Ziyech scored a free kick twice in one game. It's crazy. Did you not see what happened in Lyon the other day? In the Europa? Come on, man. This keeper is tired, man. Anytime the ball goes in the box, you're just scared. A normal cross in the box, you know, you'll be nervous. Oh, my God, what's going to happen? He will miss everything. Or he'll just punch someone. Bruv, he is different. We had a bad experience with Cameroon players. Jemba and Onana. Now we're getting Mbeumo. Nah, man. You can't look at things like that, man. That don't mean nothing. Do you know what I mean? You can't look at a certain country or players and say, oh, we've had a bad experience, so that don't mean nothing, man. We might, come on, bro. Like, what? With Ji-Sung Park was a good player for us. He was a bench player. So what? Every player that's from his country is going to be good. Or we should avoid them. That's not a good way to look at it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not a good way to look at it, man. Players are different and they're from different places. It doesn't matter where you're from. You can be the best player in the world or you can whatever. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't think any country is, Cameroon players, let's avoid them because one player or 2 players work with that. That's a bit, you need to open up your mind a little bit. Onana is a misfit, one of the worst keepers United has ever had, and I'm a fan for 50 years and seen many come and go. 100%. That's a fact. He is the worst. 100%. Our goal difference was -12. Yeah, man. It was bad, and that's because we're not scoring goals as well. This is what I'm trying to say. We're not scoring goals, and our goalkeeper is doing blunders after blunders. Of course, it's going to go left. Simon Warner is Mark Goldbridge's spy on Man United fan channel, spreading these agendas. I don't even know who Simon Warner is, you know. Maybe I'm lost. I don't know that geezer. Sorry to ask, but do you prefer black or African? I don't care about all that. I'll be real. I prefer any players that are putting in work. Do you understand? I don't care what country you're from, nothing. Just have the technical ability, give it 100% on the pitch every time, and I'm cool with that. I don't care where you're from, mate. Any nationality, I'm backing you. As soon as you got the Man United shirt on, yeah, I'm backing you. Whatever chart comes out, I'll be at the game. Like I said, I got Matchday Vlogs. If you look, go to my old videos, all the games I used to go to them and Matchday Vlog them. So a lot of you look, like I just see it because it's the pre-season right now, nothing ain't going on. So a lot of you lot think I'm just doing the news, but when the games actually come back, I'm going to be going to all the games and doing the Matchday Vlogs as well. So make sure you subscribe and you stay in touch, because yeah, this is not just it. It's not just I sit here all day. I'm actually at the games as well. I like to watch it. Maybe I'll start doing some watch-alongs after a few months as well. But yeah, so make sure you stay in tune, man. We're doing loads. But yeah, like I said, man, any player that puts on the shirt, bro, I support them. I don't care what country you're from, what color you are, any of that. I love Manchester United. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm Manchester United for everyone. Before anyone, before anything else, I'm Man United. So any chant comes out about Garnacho, if a chant comes out about Ahmad, if a chant comes out about Fredrickson, I'm gonna be singing that chant. Do you know what I'm saying? I love Man United. Beginning to wish we kept McTominay. We kept to replace Eriksen. I think Eriksen's replacement is kind of Cunha, if you know what I'm saying. That's why we can go for Cunha and Mbeumo before, because we've let Evans, Lindelof, and Eriksen go. We can buy Mbeumo and Cunha now because of that space and that amount of wages. So because of the wages of them three, we can get Mbeumo and Cunha now, and then we've got a sell to buy. Do you get it? But yeah, McTominay, this is what I'm saying. It's a bit weird, man. I have subscribed. Appreciate that, Matata, man. Anytime, bro. Any questions, throw it in. It's cool, bro. Appreciate that. Any player that has gone on loan or sold has flourished. And with a pairing of Sancho and McTominay, both players have flourished. But have they really flourished, though? When you look at it, the ones that have gone on loan in the Premier League, have they really flourished? Because as Villa, Rashford went to Villa. He done a few assists and he scored 2 goals in like 15, 16 games. Would you call that flourishing? Do you understand? Because it's not Man United, everyone's, look, he's doing well. Sancho went to Chelsea, majority of their fan base wanted him gone. He can go. Some of them were like, you know what, 25 million's a deal, so if we keep him, we keep him. But no one was sitting there saying he has to stay at Chelsea. Look at how he's been playing. When did anyone come out with anything about Sancho at Chelsea? What stats has he even got? I remember he was missing for a minute. He wasn't doing nothing, but no one talks about it because he don't play for Manchester United. So I don't think everyone flourishes, well, unless they go abroad. McTominay went abroad, he killed it. Anthony went abroad and done his thing. So if they go abroad, they'll flourish. Bayinda isn't exactly perfect either. 1 or 2 clubs making an offer for him, but Heaton has signed for another. Yeah, Heaton is never going to play. He's third goalkeeper. If one of them gets injured, then Heaton will play. But he's never going to play. Don't worry about Heaton. Bayinda is as bad as Onana. Probably worse with the kicking. He can't kick. He always goes up for a throw. And he's as bad as Onana. That goal that Morgan Rogers scored for Aston Villa was a goal. Let's be real. That was a goal. Like, that's another blunder. Look at what he done against Tottenham in the Carabao Cup. They're scoring corners. We've got the worst 2 keepers. So they both got a goal. Do you understand? So hopefully one of them goes. I don't know if we'll be able to get through. Hopefully both of them goes. But if they don't both go, at least one of them goes and we can replace them with someone at least. Hopefully. I like Garnacho to stay only if he's ready to take instructions from the boss. Fode, listen. I don't think Garnacho takes instructions from anyone. I think he's got the ego where he thinks he's already Ronaldo. That's the problem. I think he's going to become good. I don't want Garnacho to stay in the Prem because I think in a few years, he will become good and become this player that he thinks he already is. And that's the problem. As a young kid, you should always be ready to learn. I want to learn from you, learn from you, learn from you. He thinks he's already Ronaldo. I'm already this guy. That's why Ruben said to you, you'll be lucky to get a club. Not you're rubbish. You'll be lucky to get a club to come in for you. No clubs have come in for him. It's just bare talk. Bayer Leverkusen want him and they're abroad. He thought loads of clubs will be sitting there saying, yeah, we want you. No one, it's not going mad like that. But Garnacho's good, but he needs time. He's raw, innit? He needs to listen a bit more, take instructions, and just learn. He doesn't want to learn. He thinks he's already the guy. Look how much times he was dismissing Dorgu. Dorgu will be on the left-hand side. He just dismisses him, cuts in, takes a shot. 30 yards out. Like, he thinks he's already that guy when he's not. That's the only thing about Garnacho that I don't really rate. So yeah, Binder had been treating the same at the way at the club if he was British. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know. Binder is rubbish, mate. I don't know. It's got to do with anything. Him being British, Turkish. I think he is. It's got nothing to do with none of that. He's rubbish. Simple as that. But he's a second keeper. Because he's a second keeper, there's not that much eyes on him. The eyes are all on Onana. But Binder is rubbish as well. That Morgan Rogers goal was a goal. He would have done us that game. He's rubbish. He can't kick at all. Every time he kicks, it goes literally out for a throw. He's rubbish, mate. He had one good game, I think, against Arsenal in the FA Cup. When he saved the penalties, he saved Havertz's penalty. Is it Odegaard that took the penalty that he saved in the actual game? It was Havertz or Odegaard, one of them. Havertz got fouled for it. I think Odegaard missed. So that's the only game he's had that he was actually good. Apart from that, look at Newcastle. Kicks the ball straight at the player. Bam, goal. Tottenham in the Europa. They score from the fucking corner. Son. Forget about him, man. Bayinda's rubbish. Forget what country and if he would have got treated whatever way, he's rubbish regardless. It doesn't matter where he's from. Thomas Frank has been after Mbeumo too. Nah, man, they don't care about Mbeumo no more. They're trying to put in bids for Semenyo, which came out yesterday. Yeah, they tried to put in a bid for Semenyo. They're already moving on because they know Mbeumo wants United. United want Mbeumo. Brentford's the only club in talks with Manchester United. So that's not even happening anymore. Let me get you the article quickly about that yesterday from Ornstein, which is what the most reliable journalist, him and Fabrizio, basically. So Tottenham don't want Mbeumo no more. They've gave up on that one. Tottenham have inquired to Bournemouth over Anton Semenyo. Tottenham possibility appeals to the 25-year-old winger, but Bournemouth's valuation of the Ghana international deemed too high, and Spurs, like Manchester United, not proceeding at this present. I think we were just in there just in case we don't get Mbeumo. But look, Spurs have moved on, mate. You're not going to get Mbeumo and Semenyo. So they've gone for Semenyo, so they've moved on. They're already saying, yo, we can't get Mbeumo. Let's try Semenyo. So yeah, they've moved on. Forget about that. That's not happening. Emi Martinez, he's basically really twerking for us. He wants us so bad that he's working overtime to make it known that he's eager to join Man United. His agent is strongly pushing for a move, and that's from Matchday, who is very, very, very reliable. So his agent's the one that's pushing for the move. We don't really care for him that much. But yeah, he's really pushing for it. Obviously, Argentina news. They're saying that he wants to stay in England, where his number one choice. That's probably from his agent. His agent's probably gone to Fabrizio and told Fabrizio, Man United have made contact with him and basically asked, would you want to play for them? It's being reported that he's 40 million. We're not going to pay 40 million for a 33-year-old. It's never going to happen. I can't see that happening. Maybe 20 million or something, if it's even true. But I can't see 40 million. Rashford still on with Barcelona, even though that they're getting Nico Williams. Remember what first happened with Rashford, yeah? They came out, they said they want to loan Rashford, yeah? They ain't got no money. Then they went to Liverpool for Luis Diaz, and then when Liverpool said Luis Diaz is not for sale, they turned around and went to Nico Williams, and now they're paying his release clause, which is 58 million. Why couldn't they just pay the 40 million for Rashford then? This is what I'm saying about our team. They just want loans. Everyone just wants a quick loan from Man United, but they don't want to buy them. But yeah, Rashford is keen on joining. This his dream move. And yeah, Rashford is keen to join in, basically, and he's waiting on them. And he can play with Nico Williams. I sat there yesterday and I said, how is this going to work? Nico Williams is there. Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, which is the best winger right now in the world, Ferran Torres, and they got Fermin Lopez as well. That's 5 wingers. He's going to be the 6th winger. But then again, when you think about it, Lewandowski's there by himself. So Lewandowski being there, Rashford could be the 2nd striker. Johnny Cardozo. Negotiations continue between Atletico Madrid and Betis over the signing of Johnny Cardozo. Conversations have never stopped the coming days, it's expected that both parties could get closer to the deal, which is 30 million euros. Yeah, and that's from Matteo Moretto. He's very reliable. He works with Fabrizio Matteo, so he's reliable. And the only reason Cardozo's in here, he's not linked with Man United. It's got nothing to do with Man United. But this is because if Real Betis get that 30 million that they're trying to get for Johnny Cardozo, Kachin, Anthony is basically done. Anthony's prepared to take a 30% wage cut from his current 150k a week contract at Man United to leave this summer. So he's taking a wage cut. He's on 150k. He might get dropped down to like 100k. He's cool with that. As long as they can come in and pay the 32.6 million to avoid a book loss, all parties want a permanent transfer for Anthony. Man United want him to go, Real Betis want to sign him, and Anthony wants to go there. So it's so perfect. You know what I'm saying? So Johnny Cardozo is due to go. As soon as he goes, Atletico Madrid sign him. Straight away, Anthony to Real Betis should be here. We go straight away, literally. I'm from Tanzania, but sure. Samata player for Aston Villa. Calm, bro. United. This guy always wants everyone. Good morning, sir. Just in from work and I saw Sancho agrees. Is this true? Hopefully it's true, bro. I just report the news. But DiMaggio was meant to be top in what's it called? In Italy news. He's very top. And he's basically saying Jadon Sancho has reached an agreement with Napoli and has given them a priority over Juventus. The winger is edging closer to the move of Serie A. Sky Sports in England has just reiterated and said basically Napoli and Juventus are both interested in signing Man United winger Jadon Sancho this summer. And yeah, and obviously yesterday I reported this, that Juventus have made a 25 million bid for Sancho, but they haven't convinced the player yet because he is more into Napoli. Do you get it? De Bruyne has gone there, McTominay's already there. He more wants Napoli, but Juventus are saying we've got the 25 million, we're going to Man United for it, but we need to sort it out with Sancho. So basically, Juventus are ready to pay the money, but they need to sort out the personal terms with Sancho, but Sancho don't want them. And then we've got Sancho, who has agreed personal terms with Napoli. So Sancho wants Napoli, but Juventus are trying to push the money on us straight away. So the way it's seeming, he's going to go to one of them. It's either going to go to Juventus or Napoli. They just got to offer the money, basically. Napoli's looking like they're going to offer the money next, because they've got a personal terms. He's on 300k a week. So I thought it would have been sticky. It would have been, because remember, they got Kevin De Bruyne. What's he going to be on? He's going to be on a 300k a week. They're trying to sign a striker who's meant to be Darwin Núñez. So if they sign Darwin Núñez, what's he going to be on? Is he going to be on a 200k a week? So I was just sitting there thinking, how are they going to afford all of this? But it seems like it's happening. It seems like something's in the pipeline. So it's interesting to see what happens, man. Hopefully it's all true and he's agreed terms and he's going to think DiMaggio's top for Italy. He gets a lot of things right in Italy news. So I hope so. I hope it goes true and we just get a here we go today or something where it's done. Do you know what I'm saying? Apparently, so the bad penny is going. I'm surprised that Betis hasn't put an offer in for thing. Yeah. This is why though. This is what I'm telling you. They ain't put an offer in because they haven't got the money for him yet. But literally, as soon as they sell Cardozo, they'll have the money. Do you understand? That 30 million euros, they might have like 10 million right now or 15 million. That they might be under. They might have money still. I'm not saying they're completely broke. They might have money, but they might not have enough to go in there for thing. And you got to remember, a lot of things are installments these days. So once they sell Cardozo for 30 million euros, they could just come to United and say, all right, we're going to pay the 30 million that you want, but 10 million every year for 3 years. So do you get it? It could be one or the other. So as soon as they've done this deal, which is negotiations are still going, Matteo Moretto works with Fabrizio. He's reliable. So as soon as this is done, straight away, we should be excited because Anthony's ready to take a 30% wage cut, which a lot of players don't do. So he's realized his worth. Listen, I've gone to this league. I love it there. It's nice for me. The love I got in this city and this league, I love it. I want to stay here. So I'm going to take a wage cut to stay here. Real Betis are showing me love. They want me to stay. Man United want me to go. It's all good. Do you understand? So it looks good, man. It's in good hands, man. Anthony was never really given much of a chance at United. What? You reckon? Of course he was. He showed himself, man. He's not made for this league, man. Simon Betis haven't the funds till they sell Cardozo. That's what I just said. Yeah, well done, Gary. That's what I'm saying. Osimhen won't come to United if he's going anywhere. Then big signing Liverpool could get him. Yeah, man. Liverpool want a striker. After they sell Darwin Núñez, they want a striker, but apparently they want Ekitike. So it's interesting to see what happens. Sancho will leave Chelsea with some silverware. Yeah, the Conference League. Yeah, I would have paid anything to get Sancho fans. I don't think Ineos even want the money. I think they just want him gone because of the 300k. It's 1.2 million a month. As soon as you clean that up, you're nice. So I think the money's not even a big deal. The 25 million, yeah, we'll take that. Thank you. But really and truly is let's get him off our books. That 300 mil is crazy. So yeah, with more news. So yeah, man, that's mainly the main things, to be honest. It's just Sancho 300k. I don't know if he's agreed 300k with them, which is mad. So he must have took a wage drop, which he was saying he won't take before, from Chelsea, Aston Villa came in, blah, blah, blah. So it's interesting to see what happens, man. But it looks like he's agreed terms with Napoli and it's coming from different places. Sky Sports is in England and they're talking about Napoli and Juventus are interested. Damaso, top dog in Italy, he's saying that they've agreed. So if they've got an agreement and Sancho doesn't want to go to Juventus, he wants to go. Juventus finished 4th as well, by the way. So they're in the Champions League as well. It's not like Juventus are, you get it? They're not doing well. They're in the Champions League. So he can turn around and go there. But Napoli seems like it's got a better project. They just won the league. They've got Lukaku up front, McTominay, they're doing bits. You've got De Bruyne that's just come in. So it's attracting. A new striker's coming in as well. They're looking at Darwin Núñez. So it's looking attracting. And Sancho saying, yeah, he's edging closer to going there. He don't even know that Juventus have paid they said they'll pay the 25 million. He's saying, bruv, I want to go to Napoli, which is more attracting for him. So I'm just going to round up everything back to front. Basically, Tottenham have moved on. This is from a question that got asked to me. Tottenham have moved on. They don't want Mbeumo no more. They moved on to Semenyo. We were interested as well, but they want too much money for him. They want about 70 million for Semenyo, which is mental. Osimhen, we're not in a race for Osimhen. He doesn't want to come and put down his wage, especially for a team that's not playing Champions League. He's basically saying, I'm doing you a favor by coming to your club. So you got to pay me what you got to pay me. It's like we're going to be stuck with Mount, though. Big mistake signing him in the first place. Ruben likes Mount as well, man. So I don't know about that one. You get it? Ruben likes Mount. So he's going to give him a chance. We'll see what happens next season. I think next season is the be and all for him. If he has a poor season next season, he's done. The season after, we'll probably move him on. Anthony, he's ready to take a wage cut, 30%. We just need 32 million. We want him to go. He wants to go. Real Betis are ready to sign him. The only thing that we're waiting for is Johnny Cardozo to get sold. And he's still in talks with Atletico Madrid. So that's going to happen very soon. Hopefully that happens. As soon as that happens, Anthony. So that one seems like it's in the pipeline. Then we've got Marcus Rashford. He's waiting for Barcelona. That's his dream job. Do you understand? Like, dream move, sorry. I want to play for Barcelona. He's been saying it ever since, for like a whole year now. Barcelona's his dream move. He's saying he'll wait for them to the end of the transfer if he needs to. But that's a bit awkward because we've got pre-season in 28 days. Cunha wants to take the number 10. So what's going to happen? Is he not going to come in pre-season? Is he going to train at home and carry it? It's a weird one. We've got more news here. They didn't even put this in at first. Paulina we're linked with. Man United are targeting Paulina to add physicality and experience to their midfield. I think he's very similar to Ugarte, Paulina. Do you understand? He's probably got a little bit more to his game. I know he used to score a few more, used to score goals and all of that. But he's Portuguese, the Portuguese connect, you know how it goes. But yeah, apparently he's available on loan this season. But right this second, we've got Casemiro, Collier, Bruno, Maino, who's the other guy? Ugarte, that could all play in midfield. That's 5 players. We've only got 1 competition, so I can't see us getting him. So we need to see it and wait. And it basically came out that Aiden Heaven He held talks with Frankfurt in January, and then Wilcox basically spoke and convinced him to come, and he turned down bids that were double of what Man United were offering, wages, just to come to Man United. So you got to big up Aiden Heaven for that. Wilcox basically twanged him, but there were bids bigger than us. I think Newcastle was interested. Arsenal were offering him money. A lot of things were happening. So yeah, that's more news that's into it. Let me see what's going on. Simon Warner, suspicious to Schumer. Anthony, £86 million. He failed to score at Man United. He's a failure. Come on, man. He's a failure, but I think Sancho's been the worst. Sancho's been the worst. Anthony gave us 3 games in a row. He gave us some belief. I remember that goal against Arsenal. That time, the last time we beat Arsenal at Old Trafford, I was at the stadium and he scored the first goal, I think it was, and the stadium went crazy. We thought we had the next Ronaldo. That's his first game as well. That was his debut. Anthony's debut against Arsenal at Old Trafford, and he scored. And we was, oh my God, we thought, yeah, this is it. And then he scored the next game after that. I can't remember who it was. And then he scored against Everton. And I was at that game as well. So it was 3 games in a row at least he scored. And one thing about Anthony, you can tell he's passionate. He wants it to work and he loves the club, but he just hasn't got the ability. Sancho flipped the script on that. I don't think he's got the passion. He don't really care. I'm coming to work. I'm going to play, win, lose, draw. I don't care. I'm getting my money. I'm going home. Anthony wants to go to Brazil World Cup. He's passionate, but he just hasn't got the ability. Ruben is not a footy manager if he likes Mount. Boy, he's the manager of United, boy. What are we going to do about Shaw? He's one player that lasts a few matches before going off for 6 months. This is what I'm saying. We're seeing this, though. So other teams are seeing it. This is why no one's coming in for him. Someone like Shaw, MLS or Saudi should be coming in for him, taking him off our hands, but they're not doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? So we're stuck with them, man. Casemiro, Shaw. Who else is there that we haven't heard nothing about? Like someone like Maguire, I know he's got to stay one more season, but still, no one's even coming for him, or his name ain't even coming up. These players are just stuck. It's like everyone's watching every Man United game. Ugarte's a flop so far. Let's accept it. I'm happy with it. Signed the lap. He had a bad match with Chelsea last night. Yeah, a lot of the Chelsea fans were getting onto him. They're saying they want Osimhen now. They just want to spend money. After anything, they spend money. That's their thing over there. If Sancho agree to sign either Juventus or Napoli, our advantage of the funds to buy good strikers, 100%, man, 100%. I don't think it's the funds that make sense. It's just the wage. He's getting 1.2 million a month. That's what's killing Ineos. That's what's killing Man United. It's the 1.2 million they have to give him every month, and he hasn't even got intensity, nothing. Why are you not willing to be critical of Amrin when needed? Yeah, Amrin will say himself that he's been bad this season. He said that he will walk. If it gets to December next season and we're still in the bottom half of the table, he's gonna walk. He literally said it basically. Like they should be thinking about somebody else. Why have I got to be critical if he's saying it himself? He really knows it's been a shit show. Do you understand? But now he's had pre-season. There's no excuse. You're gonna get some more players that fit your style. You're gonna have pre-season when you could bed in all these ideas. Because last season, remember, we went all the way to the end with the competition. So we barely had any rest. Maybe you couldn't teach them how you wanted to. All right, no problem. We want it all now. So, come on, man. We'll see what happens this season. Hopefully, we can go and kick on, man. What we want from the new signings when we get them are great expectations. Players to be scared the dickens out of everyone. And exactly. That's all we're asking for, man. Especially fans that are traveling, etc. You just want to see them give it their all. Even if you go and you lose 1-0 or whatever, but you can see you ran your socks off. As soon as the final whistle goes, they're on the floor, knackered. That's what you want to see, bruv. You don't want to see players coming on, smiling, like just taking it as 90 minutes and I get my money. Like, bro, nah, man. We need proper football. So, yeah, man, that's what's happened with that. Barcelona want Rashford. Like I said, he wants to go there. That's his dream move. Paulina, we've been linked to him. I don't know how true that is. We're going to end up seeing Martinez is heavily linked with us from Argentina sources. Fabrizio said that we made contact with his agent, but nothing more, just to find out if he's willing to come. And then it's come out from Muppeteers, very reliable, and Nathan Salt, that, it's his agent that's pushing the majority of this stuff. Man United ain't really into him like that. His agent is more pushing it. Yeah, his agent's basically just trying to get him a move to Man United as much as possible. Sancho had a 25 million bid yesterday from Juventus, but they haven't agreed personal terms with him yesterday. That's from Marco. And then today, the main news is that Sancho has agreed personal terms with Napoli and he's prioritizing them over Juventus. It's clear as day that Juventus and Napoli are both in for him, but apparently he's agreed terms with Napoli. So hopefully it's all true. It comes out a bit more with Fabrizio or something. Like I said, in a few hours, I'm going to break down. Fabrizio had he done a video yesterday about Man United, so I'm going to break all that down in a few hours. So I'll be back then. But if you haven't subscribed, we do this every day. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like algorithm, make it go bananas. And like I said before, I got Matchday Vlogs from before. Go back on them, have a look. And when the season starts, we're doing more Matchday Vlogs, etc. So we're doing everything here. We're giving you all the transfer news, Matchday Vlogs, watch-alongs, match previews, match reactions, everything. We're busy. Yeah, we love Man United and we need to get to the end of it. And we're going to rise again, I tell you that. Ruben says good times are coming. Come on, bro, they are. I believe in that still. But yeah, man, I'll leave you lot all, man. Everyone have a good day. I'll be back on in about 2-3 hours. Peace out.
Got some celebs pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They don't be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm local. But for now, preserve the beat, I'm more